Rizzo, you ready for another ass whooping? You better start rushing that ass whooping now. You gonna whoop your ass. Don't get that motherfucker no easy ass win. Whoop his ass.
Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So Dalton now.
Strip that ball.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On second down, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Here's second and 8. Completes it to Miller. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. It's Waring the tight end with it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. First and 10 for Dalton. Going deep down. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Watch the slant. 54 Mike. Check. Watch it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Check, crunch. Switch it. Shoot.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Watch out.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll let this go end zone for Green. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Complete. It's Johnson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right?
The drive will start with an option going left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now Joe Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. Pitching to Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Mike's 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Hopkins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll go option to the short side. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's going to loft one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Check. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he will have a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Check three.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Throwing, Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On 1st down, Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Dalton, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Second and 15. Thomas has got it, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
second down. Swift. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
54
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Will. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Again, it's Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is...